Hi guys, welcome to week number 2. I would like to start out by saying our first Zoom meeting went very well. I'm happy that everyone was able to log in. We had all 8 participants. It sounds like everyone is engaging in the content in the course. People are really posting in the discussion, and I'm even starting to get some assignments coming in. So that's great. This week, week number 2, this will be the second half of Module 1. We will be talking about brain development and really focusing on the first 5 years of life, but just know that overall, when we say the term early childhood education, that typically refers to ages 0 to 8 years old, and sometimes even in the womb, but we won't be talking about that too much in this class. We'll also be diving into the history of early childhood education, and particularly the major theories and theorists. It's a pretty hefty reading. Don't be turned off by that. Not all of our readings will be that hefty or that history-based, but we kind of need that background content to move forward and learn about what's happening now. That will also probably help you with your first assignment, your first real paper that's due. That's your professional philosophy statement. That really is asking you to describe how you think children learn and what you think your role in that learning and development is. So you'll be writing that paper this week. I will send you some edits, and then you'll be rewriting that paper at the very end of this course, and hopefully that will be something for you to look back on and say, wow, I've learned so much about how children learn, what their development is like, and how I can support it. And just like any assignment, just so you guys have an idea here, anything that goes into your portfolio, I will make edits. So I will say, you know, this word is misspelled, or try adding a little bit about this type of content to this paper. And then your job is to change those edits. Obviously, if you don't agree, don't change that. But if it's a spelling error, that kind of thing, your job is to change those edits as soon as possible and then store your final copies somewhere like a thumb drive, using Google Drive or Jump Drive, a folder on your computer. You want to keep all of your assignments in one place so that when it comes to seminar, it's really easy to print your final copies. I have had students in the past who do not make those edits as the weeks go on. So let's say they turned in a paper on a Sunday evening. I gave them edits on like a Wednesday evening, and then they just did nothing with that. They never went back and made a final draft. And so then when it came time for seminar, they either had not final draft copies, which was not very professional and not their best work, or they had to go through and spend hours editing every assignment that they'd done for the entire course. So I highly suggest staying on top of those. Let's see, what else do we have this week? We have a discussion post. We'll have a discussion post every single week. You guys have been doing a fantastic job in our very first post, posting yours, responding to each other, really engaging with each other. I've been very happy with that, so let's maintain that engagement in the discussion posts. And then you also have your first Check Your Knowledge quiz. So those are 10 questions. They're true or false, multiple choice. They are open book, open note. I highly suggest that you keep your PowerPoint out in front of you. Any notes that you've taken can be in front of you. The quizzes are really not to trick you or to throw you off. They're to prepare you for the exam at the end of our training, the exam that you'll need to take in order to get your credential. We try and structure those questions so that they're similar to what you will be asked. And because we'll be doing them every other week, the hope is that you get to where you're comfortable answering those types of questions. I think that's it for us for this week. If you come up with any questions, please email me. I would say that email is the best way to reach me.